Hey, this is Zombie Clown, and welcome to my review of Sausage Party. Let's start off with the plot. The plot is based around Frank, who is a sausage. Frankfurter, get it? And like all the other foods in the supermarket, he believes that they sit on the shelves and wait to be chosen by the gods, which are the human beings. And for anyone who's seen the trailer, you know that they find out very quickly that this is not the case and human beings are actually eating them. And in terms of character and character development, Seth Rogen plays Frank, the hot dog. You got Kristen Wiig, who plays the bun that sits opposite him on the shelf. And the story is mainly centered around these two. If you've seen the trailer, you know exactly what to expect from each character. There's not really any depth beyond what you see on the surface of these characters. You know, the cast also includes the usual Rogen crew with Kevin McBride, Paul Rudd, Craig Robinson, and so forth, but there's also stars like Edward Norton and Selma Hayek who make an appearance in this. But with each character, it's exactly what you see, it's what you expect. The taco, for example, is what you'd expect from a stereotype taco. You know, if it was to be a person, it's what you'd expect. You know, Selma Hayek plays the Mexican taco, and it is what it is. There's really no depth to any characters, and I don't really think that's what they set out to do. It's fine for this film, and that's kind of where my problem with this film is that they don't really set out to do anything more than have a Pixar-style quality animation that pretty much is trying to get by for the whole hour and a half duration on having swear words and being for adults and just being incredibly rude and crude when it can and tries to get away with just that one line. It's pretty much a one joke film that goes on for 90 minutes, and it starts to wear a little bit thin about halfway throughout the film. You know, the best parts are very much in the trailer. The plot is easy to predict. You know what's going to happen. There's really no twists and turns. And to be honest, I really thought I kind of wasted my money going to watch this in a cinema just because the jokes get old. There's nothing more to it than what's on the very, very top layer. And, you know, since all the jokes are just food-based jokes, it kind of wears thin. Now, don't get me wrong, there was a couple of times where I looked at my partner and we were like, oh, you know, that was kind of a little bit clever. We saw what they did there with choosing that food to be that kind of character. And of course, there's a much publicized minute-long sex orgy scene in between all the foods, which is pretty much, it's funny, it's a little bit gross like it's supposed to be. Then again, it's, you know, I kind of feel like I've even already run out of stuff to say about this film, which kind of says about how shallow the film is. I mean, it's, you know, I think it would have worked much better as a 20-minute short than as a 90-minute feature-length film, because there's just really not much to this film. There's not much depth to any of the characters. The plot is very easy to predict, and I kind of felt like I was listening to the same joke, which was a pretty funny joke, but the same joke for 90 minutes straight. My recommendation would be wait for this to come out on Netflix. This is a rental, especially in the UK with film, you know, going to the cinema. By the time you've got your popcorn and drink, you're paying in excess of £30. It's not worth it. It's really not. I mean, I do admire what they tried to do. I do, you know, but the thing is, you know, South Park have already been there. They've already taken that child's medium and turned it into something adultish, and they do it with a lot more depth to it than what Sausage Party tries to do and actually achieves. So overall, my recommendation would be this is just above average. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I would say don't waste your money watching this in a cinema. It's really not worth it.
The pipes are coming. Oh, Jesus, me eyes! Oh, God, me skin! Just